Viewers, patrons, welcome back to the Kurt Winters YouTube channel, where we talk about cars and all that implies. In today's video, we'll be talking about how I got kicked out of my house and where am I going to store all of my hoopty sports cars. Well, let's go find out. So I didn't actually get kicked out of my house. As you may know, real estate prices and car prices have gone through the roof, and I'm blessed enough to own several properties in and around the DFW area. So we decided to go ahead and sell this house and move into our previous house that we used for a rental. Now, this really put me in a bind because I was storing 4 cars at this location. So where am I going to put them? I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is our new house that we moved into. Like I said, it was previously our rental house. We kicked the renters out and we moved in here. So I'm able to store the hoopty Pontiac, the daily driver Lexus, the GMC Terrain, and the Corvette inside. But that still leaves 2 cars that need a home. Now, if you know anything about the North Texas area, you know that we get freak hailstorms. So the chances of me parking the cars outside, even with the car cover, was not going to happen because hailstorms happen all the time and I only run liability on my cars. So I'm going to show you the best place where you can store your sports car, RV, hoopty, boat, jet ski, whatever, and you won't believe how close it is to my new house. So right now, Texas is thawing out from about a 3-day ice storm that also dropped quite a bit of snow. Pretty much shut everything down for 3 days, and we are just starting to get a thaw going on. So my driveway is a death trap for the elderly or anybody who has a poor sense of balance. But let's go ahead and hop in my daily driver Lexus and go check out the storage unit. All right, so I'm going to show you just how close this storage unit is to my new house. Let's go check it out. Better close my door all the way. There we go. Now we're going to do this in real time, so hopefully you won't check out or click off the video because I promise this won't take very long. Kind of bummed y'all missed the cold start on the Lexus. Always remember, when you have a car that's been sitting outside and it's been 20 or 30 degrees, you do want to let it warm up about 5 to 10 minutes before you start driving it. And overall preserves the quality of the car longer, in my opinion. All right, so we're at the end of the street. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and you guys can see how close we are to the new storage unit. All right, so once again, this is in real time. If someone wants to count exactly how long it took and drop it in the comments below, I would appreciate it. Now, I called about 7 different storage units before I happened upon this one, because when I first called this storage unit, they told me they were booked up solid and I needed 2 spaces. Always look both ways. Okay, we would have already been there had this traffic not slowed us down. And we are here at the storage unit. So you guys could see just exactly how long that took. Wasn't too bad at all. And now we can go check out and see where we're storing the 300ZX and the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Okay, so we are at Macho Boat and RV Storage. And in order to rent a space at this particular location, they do give you a testosterone test to make sure your levels are high enough. Apparently, if you're not macho enough with your testosterone levels, they will not let you store your boat and RV here. Now, it does say boat and RV. I've just said that 4 times in the last 3 seconds. But people also store motorcycles, quads, side-by-sides, and an assortment of other weird and cool vehicles that we will get to see in future videos. Okay, so we've got spot number 1, where we are storing the 1995 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Now, the storage unit is covered on 3 sides, but as you can see, as everything is melting, you do have an open area where wind can get in. But if I back the camera up here and pan up, you can see that this is going to keep the sun, the elements, hail, rain, the elements, which I already said, off of the car. Plus, I really like these high quality covers made by BUDGE. BUDGE, if you're watching and you want to send me some more free car covers, go ahead and do that. Now, this is not a dust cover. This is an actual outdoor cover, which basically means that it's breathable. All over YouTube, you're gonna hear people say, don't store your car with a cover on it outside. You're gonna destroy it. Well, that's partly true. If the car cover gets wet and you leave it on the car, it will destroy the paint, it will rust, and in general, it's not a good idea. In the event that this car cover does get wet, I always come up and dry it out and pull it off. I've not had an issue with this particular car getting wet. Now, sometimes we do get heavy wind gusts that kind of blow in from this area, and once or twice a week, I will come up here not only to start the car up, but to make sure that the car cover is in place and in good working order. Now let's go check out the next spot where we store the Z and my motorcycle. Okay, so this is spot number 2, where I parked my 1993 Nissan 300ZX convertible, also with a BUDGE car cover. In this particular corner, with as far up as I have the car parked, I actually don't have any trouble with the wind blowing the cover off of the car. And again, we're covered on 3 sides. We've got a nice big wall here. We've got a big tall roof here. And we've got someone's trailer and boat right next to me. Now, one thing that I do like about this particular storage unit is there are cameras everywhere. So if someone backs into your car, scrapes it, steals it, it's gonna get caught on camera. The security here is top notch, and I've had no complaints. And actually, about 2.5 months ago, my Mitsubishi 3000 GT was backed into by a careless camper, and the owners of Macho Self Storage were willing to work with me on paying for the damage that was done to the car. I will show you how the damage turned out, or I should say how the repair turned out, in a later video, but that's going to be coming up. But as you can see, got plenty of room for my motorcycle up here, which I keep on a battery tender. This is my homemade bed sheet cover, which works pretty well. And again, we've got the BUDGE cover, that is BUDGE. Now, I would hunt around on Amazon and eBay to try to find a cheaper price. These covers run anywhere between $70 and $90 for the same cover. So just do a little bit of digging and smart shopping and you'll find a cover that's affordably priced. However, I would not recommend using a dust cover for this type of application. I use a dust cover in my garage on the Vette, but for outdoor purposes, again, this cover is specifically designed to be used outdoors. Now, if you think my sports cars are hoopties, we've got a Nissan here. If you know what year this Maxima is, go ahead and drop it in the comments. But people store all kinds of vehicles up here, and let's go check out one of the other cool ones that I think you'll enjoy. No offense, but definitely a hoopty Mercedes. And this is what I was talking about. If you don't come up and check on the car cover, the wind will yank it off, and then your car is basically setting in the sun. I guess it's out of the elements, so to speak, but the sun will destroy the paint and the interior. So if you're gonna store a car outside, try to keep a car cover on it and make sure it's an outdoor car cover designed for that specific purpose. Now, in my next video, we're gonna get more in depth as far as what this particular vehicle is. I've been told it was a milk delivery truck from the early 1940s, but I'm not really sure. If you're familiar with this type of delivery van, please drop a comment below. But like I said, there are some really cool vehicles up here that people store that are either in the process of restoration or they're just sitting up here languishing, unrestoring themselves in the sun. This one is really cool. If you've ever seen the movie Jeepers Creepers, it does remind me of the creepy ass van that the main villain drives in the scenes. And if you think this looks like the Jeepers Creepers van, please drop a comment below. And in the next video, like I said, we'll get more in depth in this. But if you do know what this is, please let me know. I think it's super cool. Check out this fan. Awesome. Very, very cool. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, if you've got a cool classic car, try not to store it outside in the direct sunlight. And if you do put a car cover on it and you don't have a choice and you have to park it in your driveway, make sure that if the car cover gets wet, that you're drying it out and that you're not unrestoring the car, which was one of my new favorite terms. I want to thank you for watching the Kurt Winters YouTube. Remember, like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video.